Okay, we have yet another race that we're going to be taking part in. Once again, this is in the S class. We're going over to France for the famous Le Mans or Le Mans, however you want to say it. And I'll be utilizing a Corvette, a C8 for this particular race. Hopefully this thing is going to be fast enough because this track has got a really, really long straightaway. So you're able to get up to absolutely top speed. And I go in and change the gear ratio on it a little bit to hopefully get more top end. And for some reason I had to apply it twice. I don't know why, but so off I go for qualifying. Coming through this section here to get onto the front straightaway to begin the qualifying lap. And based on my previous experience in the S class, already I'm kind of wondering about my choice in this thing because there's an awful lot of S class cars that are really fast. Well, we'll see how I'm able to do once I get out here on this long back straightaway. And this is not um, the old Mustang track. This has got these two chicanes in the center of this what would ordinarily be a really long straightaway. There's two chicane sections where you have to slow down. And I'm up to, 187, but then you immediately have to slow down because these are real tight, like second, third gear. And then you try to get back up to speed so you can get down to the next little chicane. And with the pickup that this thing has, I think I chose the wrong gear ratio. And there's going to be an awful lot of people that are going to be able to just go past me because it doesn't have fast enough pickup. And it's a stable car. It can get up to 180, 190 miles an hour, but it just takes a while to do it. And then here already we have somebody, what is that? Oh, that's a Ferrari, a ghost car. And so that Ferrari is clearly faster than I am because he's doing a pretty good job of pulling away from me. And then here's another braking section coming up. And you have to get all the way down to second gear for this corner. Or third gear with a lot of braking. And so yeah, that Ferrari he's clearly quicker than I am. Because I got this pedal to the metal and I'm not coming anything close to catching him. Although he does go off track, so I'm able to get past him, but that's as a result of his mistake, not my performance. So time ran out on qualifying, and I didn't actually get a qualifying time, which puts me at the back of the pack. And some of these, there's a Capri, a BMW, a Porsche, a 97 Nissan, a McLaren, a Bugatti, and I know that I've driven those Bugattis and those things, they can get upwards to 200 miles an hour. So, and this straightaway is long enough for them to be able to get up to top speed. So we'll see how this race goes. That Bugatti is already pulling away from me. And I gotta brake pretty hard because all these people are sliding around and jumbling up going into this corkscrew section. That Capri spun out with his really colorful paint job. And that Ferrari F40 right there, he was playing bumper car with me a little bit ago, and he ends up going off track. And I'm able to cut underneath those guys there. And it looks like I'm a little bit faster than this Audi and this BMW M1. But there's an M3 that just flies around. Who knows what the guy's got under the hood in that thing. So I had to brake really hard there to avoid hitting those guys. But we're back out here, and I think I've got more pickup than this M1, so I'm able to get past him, and I'm gaining ground on this Porsche here. But then you've got to do these little chicane sections. People are banging into you, and you're trying to keep the car on track. And I think I might be able to get past this Porsche again before this next turn coming up. But he might be able to brake and corner better than I can. And he brakes later, and he gets around the corner. Now those guys, quite a few guys, end up going off track. And here's this Nissan. That's a pretty souped up Altima right there. Because he's pulling away real strong. So he's got some pretty intense modifications done to that little Nissan Altima. And here comes this Ferrari again in my rearview mirror. He bangs into me. And I think that's a McLaren in front of me. got to come down to fourth gear for this kind of change through right here. And depending upon your tires, you can usually get to these corners right here at about 100 miles an hour. But that Altima, he's sliding around. Sliding real hard there. Got it all crossed up. And now heavy braking. Bringing it down to second gear. Going through this section. I keep it in third so that I can get better speed coming out of this straightaway section right here. So here we come back around again to the really fast part of this track. And there's a Ferrari coming around my outside, which doesn't surprise me. Those F40s they're awfully fast. And I'm, gaining speed. I'm up to 185, 180, 89, almost 190 miles an hour. And then you gotta brake really hard. And I messed that one up pretty good. Currently sitting in 8th place, and this is final lap. I don't know that I'm going to be able to gain any more positions because everybody in front of me is clearly faster than I am. Big puff of clouded dirt, so that guy in front of me, he cut that corner, and it looks like he got a pretty severe penalty for it as well. I don't know that penalty will make him lose a spot or not. Looks like I got a Porsche in my rear view mirror. Coming down to this braking section here, and that Porsche bumps into me and kind of knocks me out of position. But I've had a drag race with this guy before, and I know that I'm faster than he is. He can corner better than I can, but I'm quicker in a straight line. Now if I can just get through these corners, and both of us, we end up kind of swinging wide to the left there, and I got an off-track violation right there. And another one right there. And I seriously mess up right there. and I'm cutting those corners, and I end up in the sand over here, and I do finish ninth, but that sure wasn't very impressive. So that's my race for today in my Chevy C8 Corvette at Le Mans. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the racetrack.